Anything else you guys want to get done while you're still in normal space and not the flow?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
No.
So, you guys go through the usual drills of extinguishing all fires and heat sources as you guys exit storm space and head out into the phlogiston. There is a very fast current that will take you to Cabal space, which is where Biancarda is located, within 10 days. How do you guys spend that 10 days?
Well, I finished my book.
Alviva finishes her book. You gain 2 points to charisma.
Permanently.
Jesus, that's good. That's really fucking good.
Holy shit.
Also, as you finish reading the book, its pages go blank.
I don't tell... I close the book, and I put it back in its special lead box, and I close the box.
Jill's gonna spend a lot of time, just sort of researching the shit that she checked out from the library.
Okay, so remind me what it is you checked out from the library.
Oh, God, I was hoping you would remember entirely, because I don't think I wrote it all down. There was a book on the planes, but I don't think she could remove that from the library.
Manual of the Planes, I believe, was reference collection only.
Right. There was a book on 5th and 6th level cleric spells, and there was one that was about, I don't know, I think it was mostly, planar shit. Fuck. A book on religions in wild space.
The book you checked out, one of the books you checked out, I think Planes of Conflict was also reference collection only.
Mm. Well, she checked out 3 books.
Okay. May not have been. Okay.
One of the plane books she was able to take with her.
Okay. Probably Planes of Conflict.
Yeah. But she's going to spend a lot of time, either just sort of reading the shit, trying to wrap her head around, extraplanar shit, and, trying to figure out spells.
Well, figuring out the spells comes easily enough. A lot of it is just a natural extension of the stuff that you've been practicing before, although some of this shit's looking real gnarly. For instance, you remember when you were fighting Takaris, and she pulled down that gigantic pillar of light that roasted, I think it was Solvin and Tuatha?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're pretty sure that at a certain point you're going to be able to figure out how to do that.
Huh. That's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Alviva becomes somewhat insufferable in that once the book is done, her new spells, which, on a given normal day she would have no reason not to use, and so would go ahead for the sake of practice, include Mirror Image, where she creates 3 more Alvivas to create trouble, and also Invisibility. And has Misty Step once per day, just whatever. So between teleporting, turning invisible, making 3 copies of herself, having a teleporting, intelligent pseudo dragon, and a newfound sense of confidence. I think it's a time.
So is the plural Alvivas or Alfviva?
Alvivu.
Alvive?
Alvivis?
Alvivis. We do the band, Cacophony and the Alvivis.
Is it a horde of Alvivis? Flock of Alvivis?
Flock of Alvivis just really had the 2 hit singles. I Misty Stepped so far away. Couldn't get away.
Phlogiston Age love song.
There you go. I was trying to figure it out.
Yeah, and it's weird because, with Wynn down for the count, that means that Alviva is currently the most outgoing person on the ship, and that's weird.
It is weird. I think that Alviva does a mix of, getting more involved in trying to, like, help people solve their problems, which is weird, because Alviva didn't talk to other people quite as much before this. It's a weird version of, like, on the one hand, Alviva seems more friendly. On the other hand, she's using a lot of weird corporate talk.
Do you start using the word synergize?
Not quite, because it's specifically communications, but there's a lot of discussion about, like, you know, crucial conversations and radical candor and ruinous empathy.
Amazing.
But she's not bad at it.
So what is your charisma score now, by the way?
My charisma now is 17.
That's pretty damn good.
Jeez Louise.
Yeah, no. It's, yeah, so that's the thing. Not bad at it.
It's higher than Artie's.
Okay, so if Wynn is ever not here to talk to people, maybe get Alviva to do it. It'll be weird, but it might work.
Yeah. Yeah, let's be clear. I do not have a, like, proficiency in persuasion. But my base charisma is now high because, like, I got Fey touched as a feat, and that increased my charisma.
And now you have this.
And now I have this. Now I have my book of you know, management and influencing people. So I have rapidly become much more charismatic. And I think it's unsettling for everyone, except Alviva, who just kind of rolls with things.
Alviva, you have a glow. You have a glow about you now.
I think that's just the lingering spell effects from the last time she just warped into the room instead of walking down the hall!
I can do it once per day!
It's a small boat! You don't need to do that!
Yeah, but it makes a silvery mist.
I know. It smells like lavender, and I hate it.
I like it.
See?
Yeah, it would be fine if it was a little bit of lavender, but it's really overpowering lavender. It's like I just walked into a soap shop.
Maybe we can find what our goals are and reach a middle ground, Jill.
Can you do honeysuckle?
I'll try. You know what? I think that's an acceptable compromise, and we both would get what we want.
Do you think you can just, like, go to a you can just, like, go to different planes? You go to different planes, right?
Not on purpose.
That extraplanar travel, that's like a thing.
Apparently. I apparently do it quite often, but I wish I could remember anything about it because it seems very interesting. Do your books have anything about the Feywild?
Let's see.
Oh, hey, weren't we going to go through the water? Maybe? Sometime?
I hope never.
Right, waterplane travel is possible, apparently. We might need to do that. It depends on, like, exactly how, like, murdery that one clergy member or something was that was trying to kill you.
If you present to me your questions one at a time, I can tell you what the books say.
What do the books say about the Feywild?
The books say that the Feywild appears to be actually a fairly recent development as a mirror plane of the material plane. It's not technically on the outer planes or the inner planes. It's a reflection of the material plane like the Shadowfell.
So, sort of, yes, but it's kind of a weird one, apparently, which makes sense, I guess.
I guess. But yeah, no, I wish I knew more. It would be cool to go there and actually remember things, or, like, have you guys come with me would be cool.
Apparently one of the things that the Feywild does is fuck with memory. Sometimes people, as they're leaving the Feywild, lose all memory of what they did or even that they were there.
Have you considered, like, writing some notes while you're there?
What if we hold hands?
What if you, like, write something on your hand? Or, like, on your arm or something is just, like, a little note of, like, maybe something that happened. You know, like, I read this book once about this dude whose memory just kind of kept going backwards.
Uh-huh.
So he just had these, like, notes to himself all the time, and he did little drawings, and, like, put notes below the drawings about people that were like, don't trust her lies.
I hope, well, okay. Well, I could try that, sure.
It was a really hard-to-follow book.
Yeah, it sounds intense. Is this the button man that goes backward in time? Is it that one?
I knew a girl once, and like, she just kept dating the same dude, and it was the first date, but they were married.
And what, like 50 times?
They married like 50 times.
Really?
Now that we're at 51st dates, I'm calling a moratorium on this.
I'll try that the next time I poof. I don't know if it's ever occurred to me before. If it did, then I didn't manage to do it properly. But that's a good idea.
I mean, maybe your memory fucks with you going as well as coming. I don't know.
I have no idea. It would be cool. I'd like to know who gave me all these rad-ass powers.
Yeah, but see if you could just write any notes to yourself while you're there, and maybe we can start piecing something together next time you come back.
All right. I'll try it. It's a good idea. I'll just start having paper and a quill on me at all times.
Like, just hand some notes to Breadsticks or something.
Yeah. I don't know where Breadsticks goes. I don't know if Breadsticks could go there. I assume that's where Breadsticks came from.
I would assume,
but she doesn't
right?
tell me. Breadsticks, you want to offer anything helpful?
Breadsticks looks at you and chirps.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Well, yes, no, I wish I could be more help. And if you find a way to go to the plains, it would be cool to take an actual trip to wherever the heck my magic comes from.
I mean, that too, right?
Mm-hmm. Jill, your reading has indicated that there is a spell called Plane Shift, which allows one to travel to any plane where they can name a location in it. However, it does appear to be quite a high-level spell.
Well, okay, so, like, hypothetically, maybe at some point, if we meet somebody who's, like, strong enough, they might be able to do, like, a plane shifting spell, but I don't think that's gonna happen for a while. It's like, it's advanced shit.
Yeah. I guess until then, I'll just do this! And I misty step away and poof. And I try and make it smell like honeysuckle. It's halfway there. Now it smells like you've mixed honeysuckle and lavender perfumes together.
That's a start.
It's not pleasant.
It's just like there's this, I just...
There. It got in my mouth.
And Alviva is just like, it is a small ship, and basically just like pokes her head out from wherever the heck down the hall she teleported, and is like, is that better?
It's a start.
Alright.
Keep working on it, if you wouldn't mind.
Alright.
It's just... Hypothetically, you could like go to other planes. So you could hypothetically go to planes where like where dead people are and like that kind of thing, right? Like outer planes. If you can go to inner planes, then maybe you could go to outer planes.
But then you'd have to deal with dead people.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Okay. Look, you're here. You get to hear this.
Oh no.
Here's the thing. Hypothetically, if you can travel to inner planes, then it wouldn't be too much of a stretch to travel to outer planes as well, and outer planes are where some of the dead people are, but that also means that's where the gods are. Or at least some gods, or maybe a god, maybe my god. But and there's a thing, it's like, I mean, some gods just seem like maybe they're closer, or maybe they just show up more, and maybe they just have whole fucking conversations with you, and you're not even one of their priestesses, but they still just sort of like call you beloved, and in the middle of everybody else, and there's a whole boat and just a weird little girl on Kryn, and but they talk to you. Those gods talk to you. Maybe if Ethel doesn't talk to me, I could go try to talk to her, right? That seems like that would make sense.
Or you don't, because gods tend to be dicks.
Juliana's mouth turns into a very thin line, and she leans in. You want to try that again?
Gods tend to be dicks?
Alviva's so glad she teleported out of this conversation.
Oh no, he's too stupid to be intimidated.
Yeah, he's too stupid, one. And two, he can just lift you.
Oh, fucking try it, son.
Okay, I want to come back if that's what's happening.
You can't change my mind. Sometimes they're dicks.
Okay, that's great, but also, sometimes they're not, Sometimes they're actually, like, important. Sometimes they're your entire fucking world and they don't say a word to you.
Okay, but what Do you want someone to come into your house and just be like, give me everything, give me all the answers, give me my meaning in life? No,
that's not.
You just want to have breakfast.
I just want the stuff that I can't, that I don't know anymore. None of us know.
Exactly. Do you think they know? Or if they do, they don't want to share. So they're dicks.
She was there.
Yeah, and?
No one else was, not anymore. Do you know what it's like to go through your entire fucking life having a thing that's built around your entire reason for being and half of it is just gone?
Yes. I live in the ocean. The water whisks it away.
Yeah, that's great. At least you have oral histories. We don't.
You think I pay attention to that?
I think someone has to.
From above, you hear a shout, "Rack off the starboard bow!"
What does that mean?
What does that mean?
That means a ghost ship.
A ghost
No!
ship! Arturo runs up.
Okay, you head up onto the deck. Up ahead of you, off to starboard, so that's the right facing the bow of the ship. You can see a ship is adrift in the flow. Jill and Alviva, you would recognize this ship. This is a Nyogi ship, almost identical to the one that you guys encountered on Easheim, but this one has been nearly destroyed. It's a husk.
Bad.
Oh, what the fuck?
I don't like it.
Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck could fucking work?
Why does it have... Are those tentacles or... What's on it?
They're spider legs.
Oh.
They're spider legs.
Can we leave?
Yeah, this is a Nyogi Death Spider class vessel. It looks like a great big spider.
Oh, it's like those land crabs.
Juliana just sort of starts taking steps backwards.
And you can see that the ship is actually heading towards it, like deliberately altering course to head towards the ship.
What are we
Are
doing?
they
Why are we going there?
delicious?
Why are we going there?
From behind you, you hear, "There might be surviving slaves. We need to check."
Oh, you're right, but I don't like it. Okay.
The captain turns to all of you and says, I need volunteers for a boarding
Can I
party.
go? Can I go? Can I go?
Artie can go.
Yes.
If Artie's going, I'm going. Nap Squad doesn't leave someone behind.
Are they
Okay.
dead? Are we sure they're dead?
We can't be sure they're dead, but we do have to check. There might be survivors. There's rules for this kind of thing.
Artie starts like tying a rope around his waist.
Jill raises her hand.
Jill has joined the boarding party.
Alviva high fives it.
I hate this, 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 I hate this.
Don't do it. No one told you to get the land crabs.
The what?
The land crabs.
Spiders?
Yeah.
2 less legs. Fewer legs.
Snip, snip.
No, not that so much. It's more bite.
Bite, bite.
To prepare, I pull out a fuzzy ball and I throw it onto the deck and it becomes a giant boar. Have we met the giant boar
We have. His
before?
name is
Yes,
Orson.
Orson.
Oh, that's right. Okay, Orson joins the fight. It's okay, Orson's here.
I hate this, I hate this, I hate this, I hate this.
So the Kestrel pulls up to the wrecked Death Spider. There is a hole in the where you recognize the cargo bay would be that you guys can pull up to and grapple onto. So the Kestrel is pulled up alongside. There is a hole into the ship.
What took out a Nyogi Death Spider?
Hey, is it just me or does that look like my cannon? My cannon on.
That would be fucking hilarious, but I don't think we came this way.
I don't know. I just shoot those off once a day if we don't fight anything.
Yeah, speaking of which, I don't think you should fire that off.
But it's so fun.
Yes, but it might blow us up.
I want to try and ask Breadsticks to try and do a quick reconnaissance before we go in, and to be careful, but she has dark vision and keen senses, and is very small and fast, and so I ask her to go have a quick fly through and then teleport back to me, and then she can communicate simple ideas, emotions, and images.
All right, so Breadsticks flits into the cargo bay. Are you doing the thing where you see through her eyes, or are you just waiting for her to report back?
Oh, that's a good point. I can do that, so I might as well.
Okay, so you see through Breadstick's eyes as she flits around the interior of the cargo bay, which has no cargo. In fact, it doesn't have much of anything in it at all. It's completely empty. It looks like it's been there very thoroughly looted.
Okay, well, it's empty. So that's a start,
So somebody else has been through here before?
I guess. Or they all left beforehand. They all got sucked out of the hole. I don't know.
Do Nyogi ships tend to have, like, lifeboats?
Make I guess it would be history or just an intelligence check.
Nat 20.
Nat 20?
History.
From what you remember of the death spider that you saw and what you've heard about the Nyogi, not so much.
Didn't think so. Okay, so somebody else has definitely been through here, probably. I mean, or everything got sucked out into space, but that's not really something that tends to happen. Is there breathable air over there? Is there air envelope intact?
When the Kestrel came close, it and the death spider exchanged atmospheres. The air is a little foul, but mostly clean.
Huh. Weird.
Misty Step. Get this. Ugh. Anything's better than this.
I can only do that once.
Darn.
Oh yeah, make the smell. I'll press to digitate. Here we go. The cargo at least is empty, so I guess let's go there and go from that point. I hate to do it. I complain a lot, but I'll kind of go near the front so that I can be keeping an eye out. I'm worried about traps and things like that. Near-ish.
No.
I'll go behind you. I'm gonna look for traps. No? Yeah.
I'm going for spy.
Okay.
He's never met a Nyogi.
Artie hops his way through the hole into the cargo bay of the Nyogi death spider.
And I follow.
Jill, like, picks her way over.
Jill very carefully makes her way over to the cargo hold of the Nyogi death spider. And Alviva, you said you were in front?
I'll go right behind Artie, and I'll be keeping an eye out for traps or anything of the like.
Alright, make a perception check.
Yes. That is a 19.
Looking around, you can see where a couple of traps were set off, but none that appear to be active.
Interesting. Good news. Someone else already came by and set off all the traps.
There is a door at the bowward side of the cargo bay. Basically, from experience, you know that leads to a corridor that makes its way up the trunk of the body of the spider towards the bridge.
Oh, look, it's a door. Let's go there.
Yeah, let's go. Let's keep an eye out. So everything looks pretty thoroughly rated in the cargo bay. Does it?
There is nothing here.
Okay. Yeah, let's keep an eye out and see if we can find any kind of... goddess. They'd probably call it a cargo manifest.
Does anyone have a whistle?
What?
A whistle?
I mean, I can whistle.
What? Why do you want to whistle?
To see if anyone's like, hey, who's that?
What?
We're looking for survivors, right?
Yeah.
Right, but we also might not want to alert if there's any active Nyogi walking around here. Arturos, maybe you don't realize they're enormous spider people with eel heads.
Oh, eels!
They're the worst thing.
I hate eels. They're dicks.
Yes, and they're attached to spiders. They're the worst possible thing, and we do not want to. We don't want to deal with one if we don't have to.
It will be fine. It's fine.
Let's open this door stealthily. Carefully.
Hate this.
Stealthily? Okay, let's see. Aw, 21. I guess he does.
You very stealthily open the door into the corridor. Through the door, you can see a long hallway with rows of doors on either side, 4 doors on either side, and then at the end of the hall is another door.
Alright, I guess we sweep it.
Yep, one at a time. Love this game. I hate this game. Rope sweep.
Minesweepers.
Should I make a stealth check too?
Yes, with disadvantage.
Of course. Yeah, that's a 3.
Yeah, guys, you notice that Jill's making a lot of noise.
Jill, shh.
I can't.
Well, stop moving.
I'm not gonna just wait back here by myself.
You're a lookout.
I hated her so much.
Also, that thing you're doing where every time you see a shadow, you scream because you think it's a spider? Not helping.
It might be a spider, okay? You know, it helps to be prepared.
It's not helping with the stealth.
Maybe there's another one of those little, like, just newborn baby Nyogi just scuttling along the walls. Fine. Okay, great. Yeah, no, great. Okay, fine. You guys go. I'll just wait here. I'll just be a lookout. It's fine.
Okay.
Orson will keep you company.
What?
Orson.
The boar.
I understand
Wait,
this one.
does the boar have to do a stealth check?
Oh, is the boar hunting for truffles?
The boar has to do a stealth check.
Alright, this is fair. I mean, he's gonna be better than Jill.
He is. He's got those little trotters.
Does. This is just a straight up to 20. Yeah, he got 15. He's fine.
The giant
Viva,
boar
for the
is
record, got
actually
26.
is better at stealth than Jill, you're noticing. That boar is being very careful where it puts his hooves.
Good job, boar.
Juliana just... It looks like she's trying to, like, fold her arms, but it's more she's definitely clearly doing the thing where she kind of hugs herself and just kind of bounces on her feet and just stares at the darkness.
And every bounce goes clank, clank, clank.
It's a very gentle, like, jingle, 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 jingle. Like a pocket full of change. Now, it's probably less cacophonous than it used to be because she's wearing plate and not, like, just chain now.
You guys start opening doors and looking in rooms as stealthily as possible with varying degrees of success. You're opening up these rooms and you're finding things like, oh, that's a sail locker, that's a locker for various other crew members, these are crew quarters, oh, this is probably the captain's cabin, that kind of stuff. And aside from that, like, anything valuable has been stripped out and there is no signs of life or even dead bodies.
Wait,
Cool.
This is weird.
that's weird.
Hey guys, there's no dead here.
Don't like it.
What was the hole in the cargo look like? What did it look like made it?
Roll a perception check.
Can I also try and figure that out?
Yeah.
That's a 22.
Ooh. And I got a 23. We both were very good.
Jill, Alviva, you're pretty sure that the ship was in a naval battle and lost. That looked like a cannonball hole.
Oh, so Artie was right.
Yes.
I hate this.
What would take all the bodies?
Necromancer.
Yeah, it might be some kind of undead thing. Because,
I was thinking cannibal.
could also be that, but there'd probably be a lot of chitin to work through, right? They'd leave the plates behind.
Maybe they just took everyone prisoner.
It's like eating a lobster.
Maybe nobody died.
There's one door remaining. It's the door at the end of the hall.
That's probably the bridge.
Let's go get that door.
Okay. Don't wanna.
Do we have to do any more checks?
No, I would say no. You, with varying degrees of success and stealth, managed to nudge open the door. This is indeed the bridge. There are a variety of portholes looking out, mimicking the eyes of a spider, looking out into the flow. There is one thing that's weird about this room. The last time you were on a Neogi bridge, there was a helm. It wasn't the same as the helm you guys have, which converts magical energy into motive force. As you recall, Finn was strapped into that helm, and it appeared to be draining him of some kind of vital force.
Right.
There is no helm. In fact, there is a spot in the floor where it looks like the helm has been ripped out.
The hell?
Oh, they don't have the steady chair.
Okay. No people, we can leave and be done.
Any kind of documentation anywhere?
Not in this room, no.
Did you guys see anything?
I didn't see people.
Don't think so.
Yeah, did you see any documentation, any paperwork, any kind of records of what the ship was, where it was going, cargo manifests, crew manifests?
Did we?
Yeah, you did not.
Well,
Well, if there's nothing in here, I'm gonna do a quick sweep myself.
Alright, cool. You checking the bridge?
Yeah, checking the bridge and then just sort of doing a quick eyeball into the rooms.
Okay, roll a perception check.
Ooh, 22.
Okay, you don't find anything on the bridge, but you notice that there is a side door that leads back to the room that you had guessed was the captain's cabin. You poke your head in there, and now that you know, like, to look a little more closely, it's not just for survivors, but for this in particular, you can see that what appeared to serve as the captain's desk, taking into account that the captain was an eel spider monster, who does not sit in chairs, the drawers have been pulled out and are empty.
Well, this place has been absolutely cleared out then. That's really unsettling.
well, should we just go back and see what, like, Captain Bondar thinks is...
Yeah, let's go report.
Alright.
Alright, so you guys head back to the Kestrel, report into the captain about everything you saw.
It's completely stripped.
That's not good. Neogi ships are usually
The helm's gone. The paperwork is gone.
The helm's
bodies
gone?
are gone. The helm's gone.
What would anyone want with a life jammer helm?
Probably nothing great, I would imagine. Probably, I don't know, can you, install those on other ships?
You can, but nobody in their right mind will want to use the one. The only reason the Neogi use them is because the Arcane won't sell regular spell jamming helms to them.
So someone who can't buy the regular ones or the bad ones stole a bad one.
Taking the helm, sure. Why would someone also take all the bodies and any of the records?
Hide the evidence?
Or maybe they're using the bodies for something. They're a resource.
Yeah, see, that's a thing. Using the bodies for something and taking a life jammer helm?
Is there any way to tell from, what direction the ship was drifting from when we encountered it, where-ish it was coming from?
It would have come from further upstream. That's about all we can tell from here.
Oh, cool. Where we're going?
Yeah.
Can you take life jamming helms? Okay, this is going to be a stupid question, but what exactly does a life jamming helm, what does it take? Is it just life force? Is it energy? Is it some kind of kinetic thing?
It kills people.
Right. But what if the subject was already dead?
Then it wouldn't work.
So it doesn't take anything from undead. Okay. Because honestly, I have to wonder if there's somebody who would really love to have a whole bunch of eel spiders, but undead. That just seems like that would be, a thing that somebody would want.
Well, the Neogi have their own undead. They have Neogi liches, last I heard. But
why?
Look, don't ask that question. I don't know. They're just horrible. They're just horrible on every conceivable level.
That makes it even worse.
They didn't have to be, but they chose to be.
Ugh.
Well,
I mean, is there something that would eat Neogi that wasn't that's something that could captain a ship? Because, I mean, it seems like this place was the ship was attacked on purpose and cleaned out on purpose and took a life-jamming helm on purpose. None of it adds up to anything good.
I think anything that eats meat would probably find some nutrition from eating a Neogi.
What?
There's some meat in him.
I suppose so.
But I mean, if there were bodies, then that's a way to try and figure out, it's possible to kind of sort of speak to dead people and maybe even dead Neogis. And, if they were doing a crime and they didn't want anyone to be able to trace it, then they'd take everything.
I guess that's fair. Ugh, I don't know. I'm just I'm already skeeved out just because spiders, but I'm extra skeeved now.
Yeah. No, I don't like that it's coming from where we are going. I don't like that at all.
Well, no, we're following the stream. It came from behind us, but was just, it had a head start.
I see.
Well, what do you want us to do with it?
Well, if there's no survivors, we can leave the wreck. I don't know, you want to do target practice?
Oh, can I blow it up?
Sure, we just got the new swivel guns. We haven't tried them on anything yet.
Oh, that does sound fun.
That's how we'll feel better. It'll be very cathartic.
Yes, I would like to shoot it, please.
Each swivel gun needs to be crewed by 2 crew members, one to load it and one to fire it. Who's taking which one?
I want the closer one.
I'll load for Jill so that Jill can fire it.
Thank you.
All right,
Yeah.
So, Jill, there's a swivel gun.
Yeah.
All right, and
I hope it's user intuitive because I've never fired a gun before.
Targeting
you
computer.
aim and then you light the fuse. And then who's taking the other one? Artie?
Me.
Artie's taking the other swivel gun. All right, so Alviva is loading for Jill, and Lachlan, who is currently not at the helm, is going to load for Artie. So what you can do is make an attack roll with the swivel gun's character sheet there, the cannonball action.
The character sheet?
You should have a swivel gun in your journal.
Aha.
There we go.
Okay. So just do the cannonball action?
Yes.
Okay.
We'll roll an attack with the cannon.
23.
That hits. Roll damage.
How do I roll damage?
Click the name of the cannonball.
Aha.
It is a 16.
15 bludgeoning damage.
16 also hits. Roll damage.
29.
Okay, between the two of you, you blast apart what is left of the hull of the Neogi Death Spider, and it drifts away on the current.
Yay!
Juliana lets out a high-pitched giggle.
We all feel better.
Oh, that was good. That was good. I feel good. You know what? I feel a lot better now.
That was fun.
I like the way that all the legs just drift off in different directions after it blows up.
Yeah, that was good. That was good. That was good. Are there more things we can shoot?
I really like blowing things up.
Is this what it's like to be Captain Bondar all the time?
Lachlan looks over his shoulder and says, well, there are more things we can shoot, but that is, legally speaking, called piracy?
Ah.
Guess we have to be pirates.
No, let's not be pirates.
Alviva is ready at the drop of a hat to take on a life of crime.
I'll be a pirate again. Wait, we aren't pirates?
No. I'm not actually sure what we are. Adventurers?
Friends.
You look at Captain Bondar and she just kind of shrugs.
Friends, yeah. We're friends.
Sure.
We were a merchant vessel, but we haven't actually made any money recently, so...
We made you money.
We brought back so much money.
That seemed pointed. Do you want me to count out the number of things that we brought back from that Halloween castle again?
No, I'm just saying is that we can't... If we're not taking jobs, we're not a merchant vessel.
Do a request.
We got a sword. That was a job.
I guess that technically was taking a good from one location to another, but we did steal it.
So we are
we're pirates again.
I think that was some light piracy. Gross.
Well, if we manage to get a government to get us to do it, then it's privateering, which is more legal, so...
That's true.
Maybe we should look at that.
Basically the same thing, but somebody with money said you could.
Yes, basically. As the Kestrel continues past the rubble of the Death Spider and continues on its way. Is there anything else you guys want to do in the 10 days in the phlogiston?
Nope.
Nah.
Nah, we're good?
Are there options for further orc by makeouts?
Yes, in fact.
I'm gonna roll a stealth to see if I can sneakily catch them.
Okay.
It is 17.
Jill, roll perception.
Okay. 18.
Hey guys! Guys up on them!
Artie, you head down to that spot near the landing gear of the ship on the underside with the feeties, and you spot Jill and Lachlan currently engaged in some activities. However, they notice you immediately. However, they do not notice Alviva.
They're yelling at me. They're too busy yelling at Artie to notice Alviva.
Alviva was just already in here, like, having a snack, and they didn't notice her when they came in, and she felt weird to interrupt, and now she's kind of just stuck here, and they're making out, and this feels bad, but it's like, now as she revealed herself, it seemed like she was spying on purpose, so she's just kind of sitting very, very quietly and still, alternating between, like, do I look at something else, or does that make it weirder?
If only you had some headphones.
Yeah. Wishing that she had not burned her misty step getting to the kitchen slightly faster earlier that day.
I hate the ship. I hate the ship so much.
Artie, get the fuck out of here!
But it's boring!
Yeah, we know!
Go have someone read a book to you, Arturos!
Psst. No one wants to make out with Artie. He walks away.
Juliana buries her head in her hands.
Win, for the record, is still down for the count with whatever bug she got. It appears to be quite severe. You hear Kara muttering something about Dowar flu.
Oh, that fucking penguin. Joe probably does spend some time, like, just nursemaiding.
Yeah, we all do our share of that.
Okay, that's good. And then, after 10 days, you guys arrive at Cabal Space, the sphere that contains the planet Biancarda. From what you were told, this exists at a nexus of a whole lot of different currents in the flow, which was made it a center for trade. Does not take long for Kara to locate a portal in the side of the sphere. You guys pass through, and it's sort of become custom for you guys to, as soon as you pass through the shell of the sphere, to look back and see what it is on the inside of the shell that make up the stars. And in this case, at first, all you can really see are really bright almost bioluminescently blue lights, and then they start to move around, and you realize that there are some big fucking lizards that live on the inside of this shell.
Holy shit!
Oh, I love it.
Like, gargantuanly huge. They'd have to be seen from the planet.
The sky is lizards.
That's a big puppy.
Chiliana waves at the lizards. Alviva, 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 can you speak to the lizards?
Oh my god, they're so big and my voice is so small, but I'll try. I use Speak with Animal, and I'm like, Star Wizard, Star Lizards, Star Wizards, Star Lizards, Star Lizards. Hello. Can you hear me? I'm just screaming as loud as I can. I don't want to do that to the microphone, but I'm trying really hard to let the Star Lizards hear me.
Okay. I think that might be an athletics check for screaming.
Cool.
Maybe a performance?
That's a 5, so...
You're having trouble getting the volume that you need to pull this off. You think perhaps there's a lung capacity problem.
This is terrible too for everyone else.
No. It's projection. You have to go from the diaphragm.
Yeah, but Alviva's speaking lizard, so it's just like.
You're making up some squeonk noises. It doesn't appear to be working.
Yeah, just squeonking until her face is red.
Yeah, your throat's kind of sore.
Oh no, she's joking! She's joking!
No, she's not.
There's a Heimlich.
Ugh.
I love you, giant space lizards.
I love them so much.
You are distracted by this to the degree that you are shocked when you hear the captain yelling, "Incoming ships! They don't look friendly!" And you turn and you see two dragonfly-shaped small vessels about half the size of the Kestrel closing in on the ship. Gem Jammer is performed by Lexi Peppers, Annie Creighton, Kit Walker, Mackenzie Weaver, and Rio, and is edited by Jake Mason. Our character designs are by Rio, who you can find at vriosart on Twitter, and our cover art is by Canary Witch, who you can find at doodlesfromthebird.tumblr.com. Our opening and closing music is by Reckoning Storm AudioWorks. For more episodes of this show and our other shows, as well as news, check out our website at crookedrussiancamp.horse.
Yay! We faffed around.
Some of it was
lot.
a penguin reading pornography.
You'll get that.
Quality content.
Okay.
Again, Jake, I am so sorry for absolutely peeking my microphone during the penguin reading pornography bits.
Do not apologize for
I'm
that.
not sorry for anything.
That's not a bug, that's a feature.